Preseason Coaches Show on Friday nights in Carolina. And if you like all the content, hit our follow and like buttons on all our social media pages and smash the subscribe button for more content. Today I'm joined from the head coach of Newton-Conover High School, Coach Steve Pack. Coach Pack, welcome to the show.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. Appreciate you having me on.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you joining on. Coach, so before we get started here, talk a little bit about yourself for the audience that does not know. Talk a little bit about yourself and Newton-Conover High School.
Yeah, I'm super happy to be at Newton-Conover. It's a great place. I think we're finally getting things the way we want them. It always takes a while to kind of instill your vision and what you want to do with the program, but we're definitely getting closer. I'm blessed to have an amazing staff. We've got 10 coaches on our staff, and every single one of them are great. They work their tails off day in and day out, and they're always wanting to put in extra work. And we go and pick kids up, we take kids home, we feed kids every day. What I always tell our kids is that our kids are so lucky because we have great coaches, and the majority of them have played college football or college sports. But what we have on our staff and what I look for is we have great teachers. At our practices, there's not a lot of yelling going on. There's not a lot of fussing. If kids are messing up, our coaches are teaching kids how to play the game and teaching them how we want them to respond to the game of football.
Definitely, no doubt about it, Coach. And that sounds always something to look forward to seeing in the football team. So, Coach, let's jump into, and we were just talking before we got on the air. It feels like it's been 2 seasons ago, but it's the last.
It does.
It's the last played season. Last year, y'all were 8-5, 5-2 in a very tough South Fork conference. And an unfortunate exit to Reedsville in the second round, who made it eventually to state championships. What are some of the goals and things you're looking forward to seeing from last season taken into this 2021 spring season?
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've got to play ball. We're really excited for Monday. We've been working out since June. So, we started working out in June to get ready for August, and they pushed it back to September, and we're still working out and still going out on the field. And and then they pushed it back, but we've continued along with our workouts, and, we're getting after it. Our weight room numbers are really good right now. This is one of the strongest teams that I've ever had, and I would like to talk about that a little bit later. But as far as our goals, we have a leadership council that's made up of 10 players, and those 10 players, they have to fill out an application, and then the other kids vote on who they think should be our leadership council. But they've set our team goals, and we have a few that's always about being a good man and learning how to do things the right way on and off the field. And some of those goals don't change. But, obviously our kids set a goal for going undefeated at home, for winning a conference championship, for making a deep run in the playoffs, for winning a state championship. And that's always the goal here. And, this is a football crazy place, and it excites me. We had a great year last year, and Reedsville put us out in the second round, but I think they would have beat everybody that they would have played at that point. I mean, they're an unreal program. They're coached great. They have superb athletes, but, I thought we had a great year. What really hurts is that loss to Maiden in double overtime. I thought we were better than they were. We just kind of got to get over that mental hump a little bit. North Lincoln beat us in the conference play, and they were a really good football team last year. They had a bunch of seniors, and a bunch of them have continued to go on to the next level. And, that was their year. They were solid. So nothing to hang our head about. I think we had a great, successful year. We won our first playoff game since 2012. We got to do that in front of our home fans. And people were excited around here. I think they expect more. I'm not saying we're satisfied, but it was a solid building step for us to continue with great success, hopefully.
Definitely, no doubt about it. So, Coach, going into this 2021 spring season, talk to me what it's been like coaching with COVID, trying to talk with your coaching staff and your student athletes, and so, as well as maybe some of the things you might have learned through this process, and even might be taken forward to the next level of next few years of your coaching.
Yeah, I mean, it's been different for sure. I feel bad for our kids. High school kids, they don't really get all of this still. They don't quite understand. And, they know it's for real, and they take it serious. And our kids do a great job of wearing masks and doing what they're supposed to be doing, but they're still kids. One of the things that we've really had to focus on this year is, and not just me, but all of our coaches, is obviously grade checks. And, some of our kids were full remote, and we didn't even get to see some of them for a while. And we're about back to where all of them are face to face at some point. We're still not in school full time. We're on the B plan, which is 2 days a week. But it's just been, staying in contact with the kids and making sure they're okay and making sure they're eating and making sure, that they're not hopefully going out and getting into trouble and things like that. And I'll be honest with you, that's been a full-time job. I mean, if you took football X's and O's and planning and organizing and all of that stuff, if you took that out of the equation, just staying in contact and doing grade checks and making sure kids are doing their work and making sure they're okay, making sure their well-being is okay. I mean, that's been a full-time job.
Definitely, no doubt about it. So, Coach, taking a look at this 2021 spring season schedule, what are some of the games that stand out to you and some of the student athletes you're looking forward for your team to be playing on the field this spring?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you ask that question, it's always Maiden. It's always going to be Maiden. Usually a really big game for us is Hickory. We're actually going to scrimmage them on the 20th this year. So we're excited about all of that. But we try to take the approach that every game is just as important. Every game means just as much, especially this year. We're supposed to have 7 conference games, but Lake Norman Charter dropped their varsity program, so our varsity guys are going to get 6 games. So every single game is crucial. And I can tell you there's not a bad team that we're going to be playing. There's not a bad team in the South Fork. I mean, they're all very well coached, and they all take the right approach to get themselves better. I have my feelings of who's going to be at the top and stuff. I won't share who I think that is, but we've been game planning. I mean, our coaches, we've been meeting and we've been getting ready for Lincoln. That's week 1 for us this year, and we've got Lincoln on our countdown clock, and that clock's been ticking since since they decided we weren't going to play non-conference games. So we've game planned them as much as possible. We've game planned every team in our conference as much as possible until we get new film. But we're excited to get the opportunity just to play. I mean, even now, I think some people still doubt that we're going to play. I do think we are, but for a long time, there's been a major doubt to whether or not we would even get to play. I was just sitting here this morning going through our max list and stuff. So I'm going to take a look at some over here, but some kids were excited about, Zane Redmond. He was a sophomore last year against East Lincoln. He scored 4 times in a single game. He's pushing 6'3", he's 6'2" and a half. In my opinion, he's the conference basketball player of the year. I've got to see them play, and there's nobody in our conference better than he is in basketball. But as good as he is in basketball, he's better in football. He's long and lanky. He's got super top end speed, sneaky speed. But we're expecting really big things out of him. He is a great talent, and I firmly believe he's going to be getting some big time offers here soon. Zay Coulter, who you guys had on the show not long ago. He's one of the top ranked inside linebackers. Some people have him ranked number 1 as the number 1 inside linebacker class of 22. Not only is he a great football player, he's a leader. He's a 4.35 GPA kid. He's tough as nails. His weight room numbers are going out of the roof. He's bigger and stronger and faster than he was last year as a sophomore, so we're excited about that. Alan Shade just power cleaned 330 pounds yesterday on max day. That is unreal. We have over 18 kids in our program hang cleaning over 200, 8 over 225, and 4 kids over 275 pounds on the hang clean. So that's really great. He hang cleaned over 300, power clean 330. So we're excited about him. He'll be our starting running back, and going to move him around a little bit on defense. He just actually got an offer from Carson Newman, so that's a big time for us. Justice Craig is probably the best returning quarterback in the conference, in my opinion. He's been doing it for 3 years since he was a sophomore, and now he's finally a senior. He finally gets to show what he's been working so hard for the last few years. we're excited about our offensive line. We've got 2 3-year starters returning. Jackson Ammons and Ryan Walker have been doing this since their sophomore season, and we expect them to lead and anchor the line. But we think we're good at every spot on the O-line. We think that's going to be one of our strengths. Our center, he finished second in the state in wrestling. He's going to start at center for us, and he just got offered academically, not football, but he just got offered to Carolina. He's like a 4.6 GPA kid. He's super smart. So, we're blessed with that. I've also been working with our team GPA and stuff, and we're super excited about that. But our team GPA is a 3.2, but we have 12 kids over a 4.0. Our starting left tackle, Jackson Ammons, he's a finalist for the Moorhead Scholar. He is a 4.62 GPA kid. He's going to get to go to wherever he wants to go to school. So we take that serious. So we're excited about that. Sometimes we don't get that reputation here, but man, we've got some really, really smart kids that are going to do really great things in the future. And we're really proud of that. I mean, kids take it serious. To have 12 kids over a 4.0 and probably 6 or 7 over a 4.5. I mean, we're really excited about that. Just to continue on, about our kids, I can talk about our kids all day. I love them. I'm blessed to have those guys. Quincy Spain has multiple offers. He's going to start as slot receiver for us and start at corner. He's been doing that for a long time, but he's gotten bigger and stronger and faster. We're super excited about him. Javen Kaufman's another 3-year starter. Has been doing it since the sophomore year. We got a newcomer who didn't get – he played JV last year and actually had a lower leg injury that cut his season short. But as good as Zay Coulter is, and trust me, he's good. He's a ball player. We've got another inside linebacker by the name of Ben Watson, who we think is going to be right at that same level and maybe even better one day. The way he works, his work ethic is just unreal. I mean, he gets after it. So we're excited about the group, and I'm leaving out a few kids. I could go on and on and on, but those are the ones that are standing out to me right now.
Definitely, and it's good to have. It's happening to me not only with the senior class that you might have coming up this spring season, but it's also sounding like you have a lot of young talent coming back too, a lot of strong kids. So it sounds like it's going to be pretty good. So the final question I have for you here, Coach, it's a popular one here on Finance Carolina's Coaches Show. The North Carolina High School Athletic Association released that 2021 through 2026 realignment. When taking a look at it in the second draft, what are some of your thoughts and opinions that you have about it, as well as it for the future for Newton-Conover?
Overall, I thought there were a few head scratchers in the realignment. I won't get on all that. I don't get paid enough to make all those decisions. But, our conference is very similar to what it is now. You're going to take East Lincoln out of it, and you're going to take North Lincoln out of it. They're going 3A. You're going to take Lake Norman Charter out of it. I think they're going 3A also. And you're going to add East Burke, West Caldwell, and Bunker Hill. So those are the 3 you're going to replace the 3 that are leaving with. And we're excited about Bunker Hill joining our conference. They're right down the road from us. It's a big rivalry game. We always play non-conference, but, I like those guys over there. They do a good job, and they're getting more and more competitive. So I think that's a good addition. We're excited about the conference. We don't care who they told us to play. The travel's good. I will say for us, looking at it for some other guys is kind of tough. I know there's a couple of schools in our area that are having to drive up the mountain and things like that, which was a little bit of a head scratcher. But again, I know there's a lot that goes into that, and I try not to make those judgment calls. But we're excited about the conference, and I hope things are back to normal next year. I hope we get to have a full summer of our 7-on-7s, because we will be really young at some positions. We're losing a great senior class. One name I didn't throw out there, obviously he left early and enrolled at Duke. He's at Duke now and working out already, but Brandon Johnson was going to be the best player around. I feel like he would have been the conference player of the year. He has gotten so big, and he's got even a little faster, which is hard to believe. But he had a great junior year, but we thought that he was going to be a completely different player as a senior. But we have a good senior class, and there's some good leadership. Some guys has been doing this for a long time. So, when I first got here, I started 8 sophomores on offense, and I started 8 or 9 on defense. So, we were expecting to have a really good year, and a few things have happened, to take a few of those kids away, whether it be grades or leaving early. For it's good and bad things, but we're not looking to make any excuses. We've still got a great senior class that's been doing this for a long time, and they're excited about the opportunity to play. So
Definitely, guys. This was Coach Steve Pack from the Newton-Conover High School. Coach,
yeah, there you go.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we're looking forward to seeing you all in the spring season.
Yeah, man. Thank you. I appreciate you having me on.
Yes, sir.